Why, hello everyone! Welcome back to the home of FortisNome! I am super excited to be getting back into this, guys. I am very sorry for the long pause in between the episodes of this. I couldn't really afford to pay for this realm, and with that said, I obviously can now, so we are all good, and we are back, and I am excited. So, where we left off, we made our potion brewing room, our secret laboratory, if you will, and that posed a problem because I needed a secret entrance to get into said. So that is here, and underneath I have gone ahead already and put in the 3x3 piston door, or piston floor I should say, that we made a tutorial for. So if you want to check that out, I will leave a link in the description for that. Then that posed another problem to me. Why, or how do we wire this up? You know, because obviously it still needs to be a secret, and I just don't want a lever chilling there, so we needed a secret way to open the secret door. And I was poking around. I watch a lot of Hermitcraft. I'm sure a lot of you do too. And the idea that came to my mind was Impulse SV's book key lock, I guess you could say, and the one that he used on his iTrade. And so he made a tutorial on how he made that. And this is kind of it. I made it outside. We can go ahead and sleep real quick. But this is kind of his design. This is mainly all him. I kind of just didn't put the door up here. It was there, then I started messing around how it could just be implemented into a pulse signal. But this is all him. I just changed it minorly, kind of. I guess I did a lot of changes. But not really, so it's not really original to me, but pretty much it's just here. It goes along into a pulse extender, which inverts this torch, opening the door for a short period of time before the timer runs out. So if we go ahead and take a look, I made the key. I will also leave a link in the description to his channel, or to his tutorial for this part, if you want to learn how to make this. It's quite simple and doesn't take too much resources. So you throw in the book, you get your book back. It opens up into where we will drop down, and then after a short period of time it will close back up. And you can change the length of how short you want it, or how long you want it, if you want it longer, shorter, or however you feel. So I got all that done. That's all the technical stuff. I didn't want to put all this on the air, you can say, and I wanted to focus more today on the aesthetics. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead, break this torch. That will open our door permanently, and that way we can focus on all the aesthetics. I want to work on this room. It's pretty much just gonna be putting it back together. There's some things that we can't cover. Impulse explains what we can't cover right here, which is pretty much this redstone. We can't place a block here because that will separate the signal. So we need to do carpet, and which is fine. This house does need some carpet. So pretty much this is what we can cover, and the rest we will have to be creative with. So let's go ahead, find some carpet. Let's do light blue as always, and let's just do a regular dark blue, or blue carpet I should say. For this we will put the blue there because this is where we need to throw our book, and then the rest will be light blue carpet. So we just have to figure out a way to make this look like it belongs. I guess, because we don't want it to stick out too much. Obviously it's going to stick out because there's a big blue patch there, and we do have to come over one more with this, so we can just build up twice like so. So that goes 2 into this room. Maybe if we go like this. So let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So let's go one less. And then we can come out to here maybe. Does that look alright? Not really. Kind of looks ugly. I'm thinking maybe we can just like make it look like it's a runner. It's just kind of a shame that I have to have this here. I would run out like a different side, but we got a lot of redstone over here where it wouldn't work. Because this has to be over here so that we can get, you know, all of this coming this way. I can't put it on this side because of all the 3x3 piston floor stuff and, you know, everything else. We got a lot going on in here. I was looking at that earlier. Because, you know, if we break this here, we got all that redstone. Quite a bit of redstone going into this house so far. I'm liking it. But let's see here. So we have to have this. Maybe if we just bring it down to here. Into our living room. And then up to here. I think that looks fine. Would it look better if I went into this room like that? No. I like the separation of the doorways. Maybe I can go ahead and put a stair in like so. Like that. Maybe it'll give it like a separate, you know, like a little separation. Let's grab a slab. Let's do a little oak slab here. Then we can go ahead and now we need to figure out this. Because we built this so close, we got all of this design. So I'm pretty sure that, you know, what I'm thinking is that we'll carry it through. Like, we'll kind of just take all these different blocks from this palette and bring it all down. So if we just take all these blocks, we can fill in all these walls. I'm thinking right here. Was that necessary? That was not a necessary block. Would it look better if we took like obsidian and like came down to here and then transferred into like this style? So if we came here, let me go ahead, fill all this in, and then I'll take a look at it. Okay, so I got everything in. I'm not 100% sold on it, but I'm also still sold on it. You know, it looks good, but there's also some things that we like, you know, we can't change. We can't change like some of this obsidian. So I think it looks best if we have a ring. Now what would happen if we kind of just made it look uniform? You know, if I replace this with this, if we came in, you know, and put some, you know, fake blocks in, essentially is what these are. This has to be obsidian there. And then, but I also don't want a ring right there, so we could just definitely come through with some. Do I want birch here? Yeah, I do want birch here. So we can go through with birch, just like so. And then if I can't put redstone here, I think it would mess things up. I guess I could give it a shot, but also you can't see this wall when you're jumping through. So I think this actually looks a little bit better, in all honesty. If we go like this, I should double check to make sure it doesn't mess with anything. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so it doesn't mess anything up. Let's see, make sure it comes back all nicely. Yeah, we're good. So we can definitely do that. Let's go ahead, disable it again. And there we go. Yeah, that looks a little bit, I like that a lot better. That looks nice because then we have, you know, equal layers. Even though a lot of it is not in use, it's all about the aesthetics sometimes. So let's go ahead, start grabbing all of our different blocks. Let's go like so. I want this pretty well lit. Let's go ahead, place another layer right here. We are gonna have to do a little bit of work inside, not a lot. Let's go ahead and actually do that first. That way I don't forget about it. So we can definitely do something like this. Okay, I'm liking it. That can be placed there. And just like so, and then we can kind of bring it up. Yeah. Okay. Then let's bring this over. We can just fill that in like so. Let's take a stair. Let's put it right there. No, you were right the first time. Right there. And there. There. So, yeah, I like that. That looks really nice. I think that will work. You know, it's not, you know, perfectly symmetrical with the room, but that's okay. Nothing, it doesn't always have to be. and it looks like it belongs. And we're hiding all that redstone, which is very important. So we got all that. I can't fill this block in, by the way. I don't know if I explained this earlier, because that piston has to come out. So nothing can be there. If I put a redstone block right here, will that mess things up? Yes, because there is nothing stopping it. So if I power that piston, it'll push it up. Okay, so nothing. I can't put a redstone block here to make it look nice. Anyway, let's go ahead. Touch up these walls. Make it look like this one over here with the same type of design. We got a ring right here, so I want to pull that down as well. Hey. Alright. But, maybe we'll bring these lanterns down one. That way we can keep the distance between. Just like so. And we can go through, fill these in, make it look nice. And there we go. That's pretty much all that done. I'll come back through, make it look nice. But that is it for that. That's actually, I'm really happy with it, to be honest with you. It turned out really nice. We got our little book, but now here's the question. How do we get out? And with that, I wanted, usually you don't go into the same, you don't exit your entrance when you're going into a secret layer. So I'm thinking back here, we could work on something. Maybe something super simple. What is above this exactly? We are almost out of the house. Maybe we could do like a little cave, like a little entrance right here. It would come down. It'd look kind of like we can make it look like water's running out into the water, kind of like a big sewer drain, or like a little one. We'd just make it like too wide or too tall. We'd make it look one tall, so we could take some water. Just like let's grab that. We can, run it out so that it goes like this. And then we can have some iron bars come across, like right here, with, this is going to be temporary block here, but if we go like that, and then we have like a little hidden door technically that would pull these in and to the side right here. That way it looks like it's just like a little, drainage, but we can dig into our place here. So if we just kind of, where will this lead? Over to here. So we need to go over a little bit. Ooh, I was one off. That's okay. We can go like this and down. So maybe we can have like a bubble column that'll shoot us up to this level, and then a little passageway that will come out to here. Because you never want to go in the same way that you came out. So just like so, we'll dig something out, a nice little entrance. And then for our bubble column here, I'm thinking, because obviously it's going to be right here, it looks fitting. Let's go real quick, fill this in. And then I'm just thinking some trapdoors facing this way, I think is appropriate. I think that looks a tad bit better if they're facing outwards. Then we can go ahead, fix up this tunnel, make it all look like it belongs. I am debating whether or not to make this kind of look like, a secret exit. It's gonna look like a cave. It's still gonna kind of look like kind of what we want, what you would think it would be if it was just a drain. So I think that's what we'll go with here. We'll end the the nice clean look at this level. So we'll go like this and fill in, make sure all of this is nice and clean looking. Definitely need some more light though. But I think this is where, we'll end with the sea lanterns and we'll move over to like torches. So first off, let's go ahead, get rid of all the dirt. This will end just like so. And I was gonna move this over one, but I like the idea that if someone were to look through the grate, this is what they would see. They wouldn't see, if this was like this. They would come in and look, and you wouldn't really be able to tell. I might take out actually this whole layer just to, fully do that effect. So let's go ahead. We do have to, we might have to leave it in. We could just do this though. That would fix our problem. And then obviously we're going to be mixing in like with some andesite, all the stony, blocks. We might even do, no, acacia wouldn't work, or it would work with the color palette, but it wouldn't work with what we're doing here. We'll take some granite, some cobble, definitely some mossy cobble though. Yeah, and since this is like something that humans built, let's go ahead and use some mossy stone as well. And then pretty much just right here is where we're going to be coming in. So kind of this is what was built by human hands. So we'll just be kind of mixing in a lot of the stone. I think this will be the main brick that we will use. And then everything else will be, kind of secondary blocks. Okay, so we got all this done. Now we have our next problem. I want for this to be retractable, right? So with that said, I did do a little mock-up over here. It's not finished in the slightest. So this is pretty much going to be our entrance. This is kind of how I want it to look. I want it to look like there's water coming out and flowing into the river. But we also need to get out from one way. So pretty much what I'm thinking is that, well, I'll go like this. This will extend these pistons out like so. And then this is a one tick pulse. So it will pull in the block. This will come through and retract. That will give us our opening. And then after a certain amount of delay from us hitting a button, it will go through, go like so. It'll do the one tick delay, it'll push it back, and it will retract. Now, there's a lot of redstone that needs to go into this, and I'm not really 100% how I'm going to do it yet, so I got to get cracking, and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I definitely overthought that. This is going to get hidden underneath in a lot nicer way. This is very rough. So pretty much it's just instant pulse to there. I put a 2-tick delay going into this, so we have this little setup, so it's gone, and it puts it back. And the reason I want it to come backwards with it, it's not like a regular hidden door or a flush 2x1 door. We have a transparent block, and I'm trying to keep the illusion effect that this is just a drain. So I think this is a really cool idea. Comes out with some really cool redstone. Really easy too. All we were doing is using the half-tick delay or half-tick pulse to shoot it out and pull it back. So really simple, really effective, and it gives us that illusion effect that we are looking for. Could even go further to do like a double piston extender here. And then replace it with blocks, but that's a little far for what we're doing. I might do like a little tutorial on that. I think that'd be really cool. A hidden transparent door, technically, is what it is. So, and I should mention that this could go all the way up. I just want it to look like it's a small hole that wouldn't be a door to people. So, I like it. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you guys want the tutorial of the super fancy version of this, I will do a little overhead look like this. Easily could copy it, not too hard. But with that said, I'm gonna go ahead, put this in, and I will be back with you guys. Okay guys, so I did run into a little snag. I was thinking about it. I can demonstrate my problem if I just break this one. Alright, so door is closed. We are trying to leave. Go ahead, hit your button, and it pulls it. It's open. But now we need it to close. We can't just leave, and I don't want another button on the outside that you have to hit. So that poses a problem. I need this to power twice, technically. And with this being a half tick delay, it makes it really simple. All I had to do, let's go ahead and start over, was just add a little bit of delay. And I needed this at different intervals so it didn't, you know, keep powering itself. So I need this piece of redstone. So when you power it, it's powering this into here. You need this repeater to separate your redstone line. And so this is the first power. It'll power it once. At the same time when you hit that button, it's going through this delay all the way through here and eventually repowering the line. So it will give us this effect. So it'll open it, we walk out, and it repowers. Just like so. And you can look in, and all you see, you obviously see the sticky pistons, but you know, all you see is just this dirty line. And I'm gonna make it look, I don't know, I like the way it looks. There's just a little imagination that's needed, I guess. But I like the way it turned out. So let's go ahead, fill in this floor, and we'll give it one more test for the full effect. Alright, here we go. So last try, boom, and it repowers, relocking it and allowing no one else to get in through the back door. I will cover this when we do our landscaping episode, which is coming up here shortly. We are running out of rooms. Let's see here. I guess we got a bedroom. There's nothing super special there. We got our garden. I'm excited for that one. We have a kitchen, which I'm thinking we do a couple of micro farms, maybe a small little kelp farm, obviously a microgreens station, you know, where you just put in the potato over and over, stuff like that. We got our non-hidden potion room, this, you know, something that's not super special, but it's there if someone comes in the house. A basic enchantment room. I probably will take this down to a lower level, and then we'll make like another secret one, you know, something that's a little more advanced, or you know, we'll drop an item and all the books will pop up. I think that'd be cool. We might do that in the tower actually, but let's go ahead. Actually, I gotta reconnect this so we can, you know, test everything out again. So let's go ahead, throw that back on. Let's get out of here. Refill this in, just like so. And then let's take a tour of what we just did. So we throw the book. It opens up our door. We jump down. That should reclose, just like so. And then, you know, we're down here, we're making our potions, we collect all the stuff that we've made. We can just walk right through here. It brings us into our secret tunnel. We hit the button, we walk out, and it recloses. Oh, I am so happy about that. I can't even tell you how. I'm super excited about that. It's so cool. Well guys, that was a blast. I had a lot of fun with this one. It took a lot of problem solving for me to get here, but I am super excited how it turned out. I hope you guys are as well. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Our community is growing, and I am excited every day for the growth that we are receiving. One day we will have a strong FortisNome community, and I cannot wait till that day. So if you do enjoy my content, please be sure to subscribe, hit that little bell notification. It does help out a lot actually. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.